My goodness, I have to clean my window, my windshield. Gotta clean my top of my dashboard too. Actually, I gotta clean this whole damn car. It needs to be cleaned. It's dirty and it's due. It's starting to get nice out though. It's rained the last couple of mornings. It's gonna rain tonight too. But anyway, I'm just sitting here checking out potential sleeping spots, little hangouts here. This is a nice little spot here. This is one heck of a hedgerow raised up. There is a street on the other side, but they can't see me. This is the kind of spot you want to look for, even if just to sit for an hour or so and rest. And behind me is a parking lot filled with cars. It's a fairly large shopping center. There's a grocery store. Seems to be the anchor store. It turned out to be a nice day. This morning it kind of drizzled. Yesterday morning it rained. It's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. April showers. Anyway, this spot looks promising. I'm going to have to come back later on tonight and see just how many cars are parked here, what the store hours are. You can never have enough sleep spots. I have 5 now, and I'm always looking for more. Because you don't want to go to one particular spot too many nights in a row. The most I do is like 2 nights in a row, and then I go somewhere else. Or if it's a large shopping center, like there's one spot that I go to, it's a really large shopping center, and I can move around to different spots in the parking lot in different nights. I can park this end one night, and then that end the other night. A lot of dark spots in that center. I really like it. Anyway, before I go any further, we're going to be talking about a few things today. And we're going to go to a couple of different places today. But I have to clear something up in my last video that I did. What was it? Highway Ramblings. She's a Distraction. I went back in history and I mentioned the 1969 Democratic Convention, and I mentioned George McGovern, and I screwed up. That wasn't his convention. No, in 68, that was Hubert Humphrey got the nomination that year. My arm's getting tired. It was getting tired. I got focus in on my face so much. Anyway, that was Hubert Humphrey, and Edwin Muskie was his running mate. And McGovern came along later in 72. But 68, that was a tumultuous year. There were riots during that whole Democratic Convention in Chicago, I think it was. There was riots nationwide. Civil unrest, civil disobedience. I mean, we had, Martin and Bobby was assassinated, and we still weren't over John Kennedy getting assassinated. I mean, it was in Malcolm X. He got mowed down. It was a rough time, and the Democratic Party, they shifted to the left. And they ended up with George McGovern in 72. Nixon beat Humphrey in 68, 69, and then they went to the left and they picked McGovern, and Nixon got reelected. And my whole point was that history is repeating itself with Donald Trump. I mean, you guys are going so far to the left. You're going even farther to the left than you did back in 68 and 72. You're going farther back then. Farther to the left than you did back then. It's unbelievable. But that was the point I was trying to make. I just muffed up on the candidates and the day, the conventions, the years. Yeah. It happens. Okay, here we are at the 99-cent store. We need to check out a couple of items here. For one, I need a new soup bowl, something I can keep at work, because it's been a long time since I've had New England clam chowder. I love New England clam chowder from Progresso. I love Progresso soups. But I don't have a soup bowl anymore. I lost all my soup bowls in the eviction process. Anyway, and I want to check out something else. There's some things you can find at the 99-cent store that are useful. There are other things you just don't want to buy at the 99-cent store, such as food. You need to stay away from food at the 99-cent store. No, really, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, don't buy food at the 99-cent store. Let's go see what's going on here. The silly, tacky, gaudy things that you tend to find at the 99-cent store. Oh, where's the soup bowls? There's no soup bowls here. What's this? Pitchers. Soup bowls. Not here. What is this? Herbert's Lemonade. Has anybody ever heard of Herbert's Lemonade? I know I haven't. Oh, 60 calories. 120 per container. Oh, per serving, 60 calories. Oh, that's a little deceiving. Huh. Oh, you break it, you buy it, Dominic. Oh, it must be Easter time. That's what all the fuss is about. That's why I've been so busy the last few days. It must be Easter. I don't pay attention to holidays, not this year. I really haven't been paying attention to holidays. Still trying to sort things out. I've got 95% of things sorted out. There's still 5% that I have to sort out. And I know I'm in the food section. I thought maybe there'd be soup bowls in the food section, especially where there's soup. No. There's nothing here that I'm looking for at the 99-cent store. I guess I'll have to go somewhere else and find soup bowls. Maybe next time we won't be so nervous walking through a store with our camera phone on, taking video, recording video. I was uneasy doing that. I was waiting for someone to walk up to me and say, "Are you taking pictures? Are you taking pictures of my kids?" Or the manager coming up and says, "Sir, you can't do that. You got to shut that off." And that's what I was waiting for. But it didn't happen. So maybe next time I won't be so nervous. Not that I did. Never did that before. Anyway, as I mentioned in that segment, I've got 95% of things sorted out. 95% of things figured out in my new journey here, living in my Kia, my new adventure. There's still 5% that I've got to work out, and that's a little tricky, that 5%, because, ladies and gentlemen, all my life, I have lived a double life. And all my life, I've been living a double life, in case you didn't hear it the first time. And I knew that there would come a time and a day, a crossroads, that I would come to, where that would end. And I had prepared myself for many years in facing that crossroad. And I had a plan laid out. I had things were going to go down in a certain way. And after years of planning, laying it out in my mind, getting that mental picture, that mental plan of the way things are going to be going, nothing that I laid out, nothing that I planned, nothing is going the certain way that I wanted to go. I mean, things are happening that I want to happen. They're just not happening in the certain way that I had planned out all these years. It's total chaos. That 5% that I still haven't figured out is absolute chaos. But we'll figure it out eventually. And then you'll all know. But the one thing I didn't have to figure out was my diet. That has not changed. I have one big meal a day, dinner time. I have a light breakfast if I have breakfast at all. Sometimes my breakfast consists of iced tea or just plain old brown tea. And I have a light lunch, sometimes a protein bar or a protein shake. I try to maintain a weight between 155 and 160. I know they say that for my height and size, that's a little lean, but I don't care. I feel good. I don't feel weak. So I'm not worried about it. I've always eat when I needed to eat when I was hungry. I'm one of these people that eat to live. I don't live to eat. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize when they go on a diet. They don't realize that it's not just cutting down on food. It's a whole new change of attitude, a whole new way of living, a lifestyle change. You have to change all your habits. It's not just dieting. A lot of people think it's just dieting and that's it. Now that's why so many people fail at dieting, because they don't understand that. It's not just a matter of cutting down on food and watching your calories and your carbs. It's a whole habit, Like this one girl at work, she's funny as hell. She talks about eating healthy, and she'll have a healthy meal. Look at the cute little squirrel. You see the squirrel? Oh, we're all over the place here at Dana Point. The stupid humans feed them, so they have very little fear of humans. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, she eats healthy. She buys a salad, and she shows everybody, look, see, I'm eating healthy. And then she goes out and has 2 donuts. Ooh, he's coming right at me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Don't shit on me. You shit on me, I'll kill you. Hello, Mr. Seagull. How are you today? You're not talking to me? Yeah. Don't give me that look, Mr. Seagull. You even think about attacking me, and I will have you for lunch. Yeah. Oh, my finger. I have a constant habit of putting that in my way, but I'm not letting that. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, you gotta cut down a lot of the junk food. I this one girl that another girl I work with, she quit smoking. And I told her that you're going to put on the weight with the smoking, quitting smoking. And she didn't believe me. She put on a couple of pounds, but her metabolism, she runs relatively thin, so she's not going to blow up like some people do when they stop smoking. I know one guy quit smoking, and he went from 175 to 240 in like 2 months. God, it's the way it works. One drug replaces the other. When it comes to, because that's just like a drug, you go to an AA meeting, and you will see that they're not consuming alcohol anymore, but they sure are putting away the coffee and cigarettes, because one drug replaces another. But that's how it works. Same thing with cigarettes. The cigarette's a drug, and now you need a new drug to replace that. So what's the next drug? Your food. That's how it works sometimes. Oh, it turned out to be a really nice day today. This is one of my favorite beaches, Dana Point. It's Dana Point Harbor. Usually there's more boats that come through here. But, like I said, it's supposed to rain tonight, they say. Anyway, I'm down here. I've got to give a friend of mine a haircut. About a half hour, I got to get over there and lower his ears, as they used to say in the old days. But anyway, what else was I talking about? Let's see, we covered the diet, the smoking. I didn't get a soup bowl today. I wanted to get a soup bowl, but no. Maybe tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what the weather is like tomorrow. Maybe we'll do something a little more significant other than just yak. We'll maybe go to a zoo or something. I don't know. We talk about... I've been talking about doing some traveling this summer, and I plan on doing it. Like I said, I just still haven't quite gotten my bearings straight yet. Like I said, I'm still 5% in chaos, but we'll figure that out soon enough. I hung out a little longer at my friend's house than I planned. I haven't seen him in a while. Gave him a haircut and we watched a couple of movies. Watched Total Recall, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the remake. I never watched the remake. I'm not big on remakes. You did it once, why do it again? I mean, really, seriously. Anyway, it's about that time to grab something to eat, so we're gonna end it for today. I'm off tomorrow. Maybe if it doesn't rain tomorrow. They said it's gonna rain tomorrow. If it doesn't, maybe we'll do something. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and for tuning in, and we'll talk again.